This is the come-up show where that feel-good music lives, real recognize real. We're here at the University of Western Ontario, UCC. I have my man Juan and Charlie. They're gonna explain to me what's going down today right now. This is by Surla, Backpacking Latin America. What is Surla, first of all?
Absolutely, my man. Thank you so much for coming out, Cheto. Surla is Students United in representation of Latin America. We are a student organization. We started about a year ago, just over a year ago. Been growing really fast. We're an organization that advocates for Latin America. So we intend to promote Latin America from all points of view, all perspectives. We're trying to get rid of some of the misconceptions about Latin America that people may have, and we're allowing people to engage with the region. There's a lot of culture and so much diversity and traditions that we would like to share with people that unfortunately they may not see. That through Backpacking Latin America, for example, we want them to engage, to travel through the region, and we have tons of other events, speaker series, movie nights, different social events, and we do a lot of activism as well, a lot of advocacy for different causes for sustainable development in Latin America.
We have been bringing Latin America to Western, and that's been going down by a huge celebration of culture, huge celebration of everything Latin American as much as we could squeeze into this small space. So to get people involving with the idea of backpacking, which is what we want them to do, we want to experience Latin America through backpacking, through the experience of the community. So we set that up with regional booths. So you can see over here we've got Central America in the far corner, Mexico, the Amazon, Southern Cone, encouraging to people to get one of these, and basically they just read with.
What is that?
This is a Latin American passport. It is your way to enter into our prize, which is $400 coupon.
Yeah, towards a trip to Latin America, pretty much, and we have other prizes as well. Pretty much what you have to do is you have to go through the stations, check out the countries, learn something about the countries, the history, the industry, the culture, the arts. We ask you a question, you get your stamp, you deposit. You got to go through all the regions. You deposit it in a box, and before our boys Rebel Diaz come out, our boys and girls from Rebel Diaz come out on stage, we're gonna be drawing $400 towards a trip to Latin America.
Tell me something about Ecuador. You actually lived there, so why don't you tell me something about Ecuador that the people might not know?
Yeah, I actually lived there for 4 months. A lot of people know that Ecuador has mountains and jungle. A lot of people don't really know, and the Galapagos, a lot of people don't really know about like the coast life. Surfing is really popular there, and no one really knows that. I didn't know that till I went to this awesome surf town called Montañita. It's kind of like a hidden gem, so if anyone goes to Ecuador, definitely I suggest go to Montañita because it's an awesome place.
So tell me something about Mexico that we don't know.
Okay, so Mexico was actually one of the first countries in Latin America to gain its independence. It's one of the oldest countries in Latin America, back in 1821. So
From what?
from Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, Spain's colony. Used to be started independence in 1810, finished in 1821, and well, that's a while ago now. Also, Mexico is very well known for like a stadium, El Azteca. It's the Aztec Stadium. It can fit almost 140,000 people. I think it's the second biggest stadium in Latin America.
Wow.
So like soccer games there, they go crazy.
Go this straight, go cosplay, get ready for war. I heard you got yourself a gun, I got machetes and swords. I'm losing rip, but I'm like the soul in your nose. Only way I break the laws if I break a cop's jaw raw. So after that, we sick of running around. That's what on July 4th, the flag's upside down.
This is guys your first time in Canada, or you've been to Canada before?
This is our first time in Canada, so yesterday was our first show. We did a show in Guelph, and today's our second show. So yeah, second show in Canada is right here with y'all.
Okay.
Imagine if we all held the hood down together. Nobody disrespected us, believe we protect it. Nobody getting robbed, nobody lose their necklace. Helping all the grabbers carry groceries, man.
Man, to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, more than anything, our whole message is this, is that hip-hop inherently is a culture of resistance. Hip-hop is a culture that is born at the, you know what I'm saying, post-civil rights, you know what I'm saying, era when there have been leaders in our communities that were assassinated, murdered by the FBI and COINTELPRO. So for us, we really want to get the idea that hip-hop is by nature, you know what I'm saying, the fact that it's 2010, here we are 35, 40 years later, still talking about it, shows that it's a culture of resistance. When you look at corporations are always a co-op culture, you know what I'm saying? And the main reason that we try to point out to that is because cultures that come from oppressed communities are gonna always lead to resistance. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about how slaves got their message across, it was through music, through chants. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about jazz and the blues and funk, you know what I'm saying? We're a continuance of a legacy of music that's about struggle. So a lot of times people try to say, oh, y'all are making positive, conscious music. Our thing is this: when you look at Afrika Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation, those were the first hip-hop organizers. They were already organizing it. You know what I'm saying? What we're sold by mainstream corporations and the Tell Lies vision is pretty much that. You know what I'm saying? So for us, our whole response to that is just doing hip-hop that's about the streets, hip-hop that's about resistance, and hip-hop that's about the people. So that's all, you know, that's what we're on. So definitely.
Ellos hacen guerra, tienen la riqueza, los ricos la razón que existe la pobreza. Somos bien humildes, los pacos son horribles. Los ricos escriben basta, you still feel me. Soy el poblador.
I want to say, Juan and Charlie, thank you very much for being a part of this. I'm excited to learn, and this is brought to you by the Come Up Show, where that Feel Good Music lives. Real recognize real.
Como Sandino, o más como Allende, ese siempre será mi presidente. Un 11 de septiembre, creo que fue martes, norte, lo mismo, el mío es de antes.